for the serious gamer.
Hey guys, it's Spider by NextGenTactics.com. Starcraft 2 Achievement Guide. The best defense from the Marsara mission's 0 hour. The best defense is basically you got to play this mission on hard difficulty, and you have to destroy 4 Zerg hatcheries. Not as easy as it sounds, let me tell you. Okay, especially to a noob like me. Anyways, I've sped these parts up until we get to the point where we try and go and attack the Zerg base. But basically, what we're gonna focus on, we got to build SCVs, and we're just gonna build a freaking ton of SCVs. We've got a refinery because we need medics, and you're gonna want to salvage the 2 barracks that are at not the barracks, but the 2 bunkers that are at the top part of your base. Okay, those will give you some additional mineral points. We're gonna build 2 additional barracks. One barracks is going to be dedicated to the production or the training of medics. So you're going to need the upgrade for the medics. The other 3, you're going to need the upgrade for double production. So you're going to be pumping out Marines like crazy. So one base, only medics, or sorry, one barracks, only medics. The other 3 are going to be pumping out, or dual pumping out Marines. You're going to need a lot of supply depots, okay? So you wanna focus on those. I mean, try and queue up an SCV to build a bunch of them at a time. If you actually grab the SCV, you select the supply depot, and then you make them. You place it down in whatever location. You can actually go and select it again and hit Shift and place another one. Select it again, hit Shift and place another one. Then hit Shift and select the crystals, so he'll go over and he'll get the crystals or the minerals. Okay, once he's done building the supply depots. So we've only built one more barracks. We're also going to build a couple more bunkers, one at each bridge, and that's just going to give you some early, or help you with your early defenses. You may want to keep an SCV up close to the front position just in case the Zergs start attacking. They actually start attacking from the bottom left. Right, the first couple of attacks is from the bottom left. So you can even leave the top right bridge undefended for the first 2 or 3 attacks, and that's what I've done here. So there's our 4th barracks going up, and we're gonna do the upgrade on it as well to get the double the production. And we're still building supply depots. And the other thing you want to do is get your upgrades. The engineering bay, you want to upgrade your marine offense and defense. So make sure you have them both upgraded before you attempt to go and attack the base. We want to try and have probably about a 5-to-1 ratio approximately of marines to medics. I know we're probably not exact. I mean, I'm not keeping track of an exact number here, but approximately. And you're probably going to be okay as long as you keep your production queued for the medics in the one barracks. Okay, so I mean, up to this point, probably around the 10-minute mark is when we're going to mount our attack. In and around there, we're going to mount our first attack. And you want to make sure, again, your barracks are queued. And it's kind of hard. We're still not used to the hotkeys yet. So, when we're mounting our attack, it's kind of hard to manage your base at the same time to go back and make sure you have Marines and medics queued in your barracks. But we're trying, we're getting there. So we did pretty well on this achievement, so we'll see what happens. What else do we need to talk about here? That's pretty much it. I mean, you're just going to wait, like I said, around 10 minutes. You're gonna leave the guys in the bunkers because you still need some defenses. And now we're gonna start taking our units. We're gonna move them over to the left side, and we're gonna go attack the base that's in the top left. You can see the purple from the Zerg base. And here we go. Okay, so we slowed it down, and this is gonna be our first attack. We're making sure that we've got some queue in our barracks. But we don't have enough minerals anyway to queue anymore. But yeah, once we mount the attack, I mean, that's when your mineral production goes way up and you're not producing units, because I can't. I'm not used to micromanaging an attack force and the base at the same time. So you're going to use control right click. So I'm going to control right click on these things. And again, I don't know the names. You got these strikers or whatever the hell they're called. You want to take those out as quickly as possible, because they will decimate your force. Split up your force into two. I mean, you can, again, I'm not particularly good at micromanaging like a force, like even making sure the medics are at the back. You know what? I just group them into two. However they get grouped, they get grouped. So we're gonna go bypass that the rebel base or whatever, and we're gonna go right into the Zerg base. Split up your units, and a lot of times you don't want to, you don't want to select a whole big group of units and have them attack one of these strikers, because only a very small number of them will end up being close enough to attack, and the others will be stuck behind them. So you actually want to move them into a position that's closer, and then just let them attack. So the hatcheries, there's one sort of on the right-hand side, and there's one at the back. So we've split up, again, we split up our forces into two. One force is attacking the hatchery on the right, the one is attacking the one at the back. What you're going to want to do, as soon as the hatcheries are destroyed, select all your units and get them the hell out of this base. Get them out. Bring them over to this, looks like there's a mine shaft or something right here. Make sure they're not, make sure they're not being chased by any Zerg forces. The other thing, when I say hit control and select a target to attack, you can't do that with just basic movement. Like if you select a point on the map and you hit control and select a point on the map, it's basically like attack this target, but attack anything that you see along the way. But you can't do it with just any point in the map. Like if you're just moving to a position, you have to actually select a building or select a target or whatever in order to use that control movement feature. Okay, so we're just, again, we've queued up our barracks again. We're just building basically a second force. We're going to leave the one up by the mine shaft, and we're going to take this force, and we're going to go up and reinforce basically our first group of Marines and medics. The Zerg have rebuilt some of their structures and units up here, so we'll make sure we attack the, again, I'm not saying the right name. I know I'm not. We'll get it eventually. The striker, and then we're going to move them up. That's going to be our force number 2 and our original force number 1, and we're going to bring them in. And you want to wait a few minutes. We've waited a few minutes here because you want the Zerg base to rebuild the hatcheries. So you just wait. You know, you got enough time. I mean, there's no way they're gonna survive this. So you want to just bring your combined force back into their base where they've rebuilt their hatcheries and destroy them, and that's it. It's actually pretty easy. I think that it's the four barracks with the double production of Marines that really helps. So follow that production route, and do the same attack we did. Attack that base once, destroy the 2 hatcheries, bring them out for a few minutes, and then go back in with a bigger force and take them out again, and you should be fine, and you should get it no problem. So hope it helps. I'm SpiderBite for NextGenTactics.com, and I'm out.